I want you to watch really closely. Can you notice anything untoward about my hair here?
Parcel here with the meat. And yeah, just check out what they look like.
Still wearing the same clothes.
I don't know if this is actually it. What is this? This ain't it.
So comment down below, did you see anything untoward about my hair? The thing some of you might have seen was a little bit of a thinning crown, and that was it. But that was the defining moment. Recently I did an interview. I dropped something on the floor and I filmed myself, I picked it up. So I filmed, unintentionally, I filmed the top of my head, right? I look back at that moment. I think, how on earth did I even spot that? You know, I think you show that to 1,000 people, maybe one other might have seen it. For me, it was so like, boom. I have no better word to describe it other than that. Just like that, everything was changed. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to know, can you notice? Did you notice anything there? Now, other reason why I'm talking about this is because it's so mind-blowing to me. Now, I look back on this video, on this moment of like what I'm doing, where I am, really fondly, you know? That was a time in my life where I had quit my job, I'd packed up, I'd moved across the world. I didn't know anyone. I was out there. I was learning a new language, meeting new people, saving money for the first time, reading books, thinking about my life. What do I want to do with my time here? Not just going through the motions like I'd spent all my sort of time before I moved away doing. It's really cool to look at that moment and see just like how it all began. You know, that was, for me, mid-20s, thinking, okay, you know, this is interesting, and being creative, creating stuff. I was just so like full of drive and passion and hunger. Everything was exciting, right, before that. And then literally just to think that watching that video back, I don't even know why I was watching it back. I think it was because I was preparing to document this process. So that's me there in my apartment in China, living on my own, and I was figuring out what I was gonna do in my life. And this, I believe, was the logo I was putting onto t-shirts to start this new brand that I'd been working on. This clothing brand. Watched a lot of Gary Vee. He was like, document the process, document the process. So I was looking back, is this something I could post to YouTube or something? Just to think in that moment, that was the very moment where it all changed, you know? It's not like overnight this is all I ever thought about. That was where the seed was planted, and it was a slow sort of descent into how I describe as I was the shell of the guy that you saw before that moment. So basically I bought these white t-shirts. I got a sewing kit, these fabric paints, and have the logo here. I'm still doing the sketches. Embroidery badge here with the bamboo there. I think that looked pretty cool, to be honest. So I'm going to play around with those ideas. Just quickly, that t-shirt design that I was working on there, I did actually go on to make these. And you can see that I'm wearing a black version of that very t-shirt. You can see the bamboo just there. This is the first day that I went outside proudly rocking a shaved head. You know, the passionate guy who was being creative and, you know, trying to start different businesses and just having fun, really lost his way. I'd become a shell of that man. All of that drive, all of that hunger, all of that passion had been camouflaged by my insecurity over losing my hair. I thought all of that stuff that I was working towards, not possible anymore, gone. That is genuinely how I felt. After that moment, that is where I kind of sank to. But that guy that you saw before that moment, he was still there. That guy was still there. Look at this guy that you see here, right? That was not me. I was not this guy. And I'm sharing this moment, I'm talking about this to remind you out there, listen, if you have found yourself in a place where losing your hair, all the stuff you're doing, it's got you in this horrible negative space. You just don't feel like that guy that you once were. That guy that was passionate, hungry, dedicated, working hard. That guy still exists. That is still who you are. I was the guy that you saw at the start of that video. That was me. That was who was underneath all of that insecurity. And that guy still exists for you 2. You aren't the bald spot that you found yourself so preoccupied with. You aren't the how dense or not dense is my hair. You aren't the receding hairline. You aren't the haircut that you keep getting. You aren't the hat wearer, okay? That's not who you are. And so don't, you know, beat yourself up that that is the space that you've kind of got you in. I just want to put this out there. I want to talk to you directly and share the moment that we're talking about here in this video, that the guy that I was before, I think it's cool to have that, you know, I haven't really shown that much who I was before the guy that sits you know, who I was before the guy that sits in front of you here with a shaved head and a bloody beard, right?
Who the fuck is that guy?
I haven't really talked about that much. Eventually I got to the point where I just asked myself in that mirror, I was like, look, Harry, is this something you feel like you can accept? Whether that's tomorrow, whether that's in 10 years time, do you think you have enough in you to accept that, dude, you're losing your hair, you're not gonna have hair in the future? And I just looked at myself and I just knew. There was little like flashbacks of that guy that you saw before there, you know, like this is who I really was. I was like, you know what, I can, like I feel like I can. And the next immediate question was obviously, well, if you can do it then why can't you accept this right now? And it was just like, I was like, that's such a good point, you know? But the thing is, that was me facing up to it. And eventually, you know, all that hunger, all that passion just came flooding back. I remembered that guy that you saw before there in that video. To kind of conclude this stuff, guys, you know, listen, that guy that you saw here, that was who I was. And your version of that still exists underneath the insecurity that has got you kind of a little bit preoccupied at the moment, okay? You can still find that guy. And not only that, but when you figure that stuff out, like I did when I faced up to it in the mirror, faced up to that fear, I didn't just return back to the guy that you saw at the start of that video. All of that stuff, all of that memory, all of the sort of knowing who I was came back. Except now I had the added confidence that I knew that when faced with a difficult situation that took me to a place where I was like, how the hell am I gonna deal with this? I can never get a grip on this. I can never handle this. What am I gonna do? All of these questions, I figured them out. You can figure them out too. And I returned to that guy with the added confidence that I knew when shit hit the fan, as difficult as it got, I was gonna be able to figure it out. And my goodness me, does that give you a new aura level of confidence about you, okay? Aura, is that the right word? Who cares? You get what I mean. It's a level up, guys. It really is a level up. And I just hope you enjoyed this moment. It's fun to be able to share it with you guys and keep talking to you about this. I'm here to inspire you. I'm here to inspire you to just move past the insecurity that is hair loss. Put down the things that are keeping you in that negative cycle of just constantly thinking, if I can just, you know, cover this up, or if I can just get that little bit of hair back, you know, that is the thing that's going to solve it. But guys, you haven't really lost anything. Does that make sense? Like, that person is still there. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you want me to talk more, like I said, about who I was kind of before this, the stuff I was reading, the stuff I was doing, that really, I think, helped get me to where I am today, then let me know. Again, let me know down in the comment section, because it's stuff that I am passionate about, enthusiastic about. And if I can share that passion and enthusiasm with you to help you, I'm here for it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again to Leaf Shave for sponsoring this channel, helping me deliver this message to you guys. I'll see you in that next video. Goodbye.